Hi and welcome to this week's vlog. It's currently 9:40. This is a little bit awkward because I haven't posted a weekly vlog in I think maybe a month. If I'm being honest, I have been so completely out of everything. Out of touch, out of like not creativity per se. I still can't figure out what the word is. I am coming back to myself a little bit, but I've been so out of it horribly. I bought a new camera, tried to vlog 2 weeks, changing settings, and I think I've made a post about this, and I was struggling so much with that camera in the vlog sense, and I had filmed so much footage because it is a really fun camera to film with, but the process of like color grading afterwards and then transferring the files, like once I got past the whole color grading issue, I had a new issue of like transferring the files properly. It was a lot going on to where I just accepted that that camera will be used for other things, but I'm gonna go right back to using this camera because this camera never did me wrong before and I was doing just fine with this one. So I decided I can't keep going weeks without vlogging and not posting vlogs. One, I love making them and I love posting them, and I'm sure I have lots of you guys that enjoy watching them, so me just not sharing them at all is insane. I am dressed now, about to go to the gym, but I do still need to finish the little bit left of this tea, so I figured we can catch up a little bit. This is green tea with lemon and honey. I already had my lemon water this morning and my fruit. Another way that I've been so out of it is in the sense of like being really disciplined and like managing my time and myself. So I went like a whole 2 weeks going to bed, sometimes at a good time, sometimes at 1 in the morning, sometimes at 2 in the morning, which is really rare for me. Well, I never got to 2 in the morning. I got to like 12:45. That's really rare for me, and it always was such a pain the next day because I wouldn't get out of bed until 11 or 12. In my opinion, getting out of bed at that time, my whole day is basically wasted and ruined. And I get really stuck in that rut of like, I woke up late, so my whole day is wasted now. So this week, that's been one of my biggest priorities, waking up on time. Today, I woke up at exactly when I'm comfortable getting out of bed, which is around 6 to like 6:15 the latest. I think I was out of bed at like 6:08 or something like that. That way I have time to go over my morning a little bit before I have to like get to work. Another thing that I've been really off of is the gym, and I was getting away with being inconsistent in the gym for some time until I started getting fat. I started gaining weight, and now I'm at a very uncomfortable size. Like, I never feel my best. I always feel like heavy and uncomfortable, and I really do like believe that when you're out of shape, like physically, your body doesn't flow the same. So I feel like everything I eat kind of just gets backed up. Like, it's horrible. So where I feel like not only do I feel awful, but I'm not really happy with like how like fat and puffy my face is, my whole figure. Like, it's just not really what I want. I was getting away with being lazy for some time. I can't do that anymore. So today we're going to the gym. I also did realize if I don't go to the gym in the morning, like before 12 p.m, I'm not going at all. That's another reason why it's like a must for me to wake up at 6 so I can get a few things done, get something in my stomach, and then go to the gym, come home, eat breakfast, and then go on with the rest of my day. As for diet, I've been eating fine, but definitely the weekends always get me. Like, the weekends are always the hardest for me to stay consistent in. So I'm trying to be a little bit more focused on that, but in the weekday, I feel like I'm really on top of it in regards to like making sure I consume all of my like the things I have in a checklist, like my 2 teas, my fruit, a vegetable, things like that. And then the weekends kind of where I like fall off track, but I'm working on that. I did do my manicure yesterday and I did white. I already ruined this nail while I was washing my hair yesterday, so that was a little saddening, but I kind of like this, like the little white nails. Of course, this is my natural nail. I don't add anything on, I just paint them over with gel. I think it looks really cute, but I am just a true French tip girl through and through, so I do feel like after this set, as much as I love them, I'm gonna go back to my French tip. It's just too, it's like my signature look. I can't really steer too far from it. Although for the fall, I do have another color that I'm hoping on doing, maybe not every single time, but like I'm gonna work it into a few of my manicures. So I'm excited about that color. I also need to go hygiene shopping I think I scheduled it to be next Saturday because I have things going on this weekend. So next Saturday, I'm planning on going hygiene shopping. Of course, you all know that'll be a full vlog, and that'll be a really big haul because not only do I need a lot of things, but I need to replace a number of things. And then with it being a new season, there are certain products I need to like purchase now and stock up on that I haven't been using in the summertime. So I'm really excited for that trip. I also want to do like multiple stores. So of course the basic Target, TJ Maxx, but I really want to go to Ulta. I stepped in there the other day. I don't go to Ulta ever, but I was doing like a brand deal and I had to go into Ulta for a part of what I had to grab. I always thought it was just a makeup store. I thought there was nothing in there but makeup and maybe a few little like hair care things, but there's so much in there, and they have the same like body care brands like I find at Target, but with like way more options. So I definitely want to go to Ulta as well, maybe Sephora to get my Cyclar stuff because I can't get Cyclar anywhere else apparently. I didn't even check if I saw it at Ulta. I wasn't really like intending to look for anything in there. I just had to pass the body care section and I realized how large their size of like stock everything is. Also, I think, what is today, the 18th? So today's Tuesday, so not tomorrow, but Thursday is my next session of tattoo removal. So far, this one, I think now will hit like 4 weeks. All the shading is gone, but it's still not very faded. It's still very present, but that's okay. I honestly set my expectations to be like 6 to 8 months before they were like very visibly like fading away. So I'm being really patient with them. I'm being really consistent in how I'm managing the skin. I'm now back to the point where I can like really touch it again. I can scrub it. I'm still not using exfoliating gloves on it, but I'm using everything else on the area and still being really cautious with the skin. I know for this appointment, we're not sure if I'm gonna start my arm or go onto my stomach. I'm thinking of maybe doing my stomach, but when I think about it, pain-wise and like sensation-wise, I know my cycle should be coming next week or the week after. So I don't know, you know, the week before your period and the week that you're on your period, your nerves are a little bit heightened, so all levels of pain are like more painful, and I feel like my stomach is already going to be a painful area on its own, so maybe I'm better off doing it on a different week. So because of that, I might want to start with my arm, but of course the ultimate decision is based on the tech themselves because they know like the process and like the science behind it better than I do. So I'm gonna propose that idea to them, but of course I'm gonna go with whatever they think is more responsible and safe to do. I'm honestly okay with starting on either one because I want them all gone anyways. So I'm okay with whichever one they recommend to start with. I am just glad that it's like my second session, so I've already experienced the full process by now. I've experienced it before, going through the treatment and then healing after. I already know what my bad day is. I already know what to expect. I'm gonna be tired for a week. I'm gonna feel a little bit sick the second day and the day after the treatment. Little things to keep in mind, so now I'll go into it scheduling my time better. Even with that, I'm really excited for this session and for all the sessions to happen so that I can be done with this. I honestly do really miss this vlogging. I went like 3 weeks where, granted, last week and the week before that I was vlogging with the other camera, but it just didn't feel the same because the structure is different, and I felt like I was so focused on like understanding the camera, making sure that I was getting the right shots, making sure that I was speaking properly, using the mic properly, all of that, to where my sense of just talking and being like open and kind of just like being present was really, it wasn't gone, but it was a little bit like put on the back end because I was trying to present myself so properly to the camera. So it feels really good to be doing this again. I don't know why I was so adamant on switching my cameras when I can literally just stay here. I also did spend the last 3-ish weeks planning different content, new things I want to share. I did try. I'm very much like, I believe that when ideas put in your head, if you can think of something, you can do it. As long as you can like imagine it and your brain can make it up, you can physically do it. Whenever I come up with an idea, even if it sounds like it may not work or it may not really like be the best once I get around to actually physically doing it. I still do it anyways because that's gonna be the ultimate test of is this a good idea or not. I would admit some of the things that I planned and some of the content ideas I had, when I got around to physically doing them, like midway through either filming or editing, I was like, yeah, this is like a no. But I feel like that's so helpful too in exploring like my talents in this, my strengths, what I really want to put to use more, where I'm falling short and I can build up, seeing my areas of potential that I don't even know of yet. Like that's really what I found a lot of value in while going through so much trial and error for like 3 weeks. And it was really draining. I'm very hard on myself, so it was very mentally draining and really frustrating, but I just prayed through it all, kept kind of pushing through things, tried to get out of my own head, and now I think I have a really good idea, at least of like a structure, like a framework of what I'm gonna do for the fall, like for my content the rest of the year. I already have some ideas for next year, but of course, not to get too ahead of myself, I'm gonna focus on content for the rest of the year. But I think like the main skeleton of what I'm planning is gonna be really nice, and I hope you guys enjoy everything that I have coming, the series that I'm planning for the fall. And well, let me not say too much. And I really am looking forward to going to the gym today and being more consistent because, like I said, I'm very like nitpicky with myself, and one of the biggest things I've been picking on myself about is how fat my face has gotten. I just feel like I take up so much space now because I'm used to being so much more fit than this. But while I was watching a video to get like I used to power lift, and I was really big. I'm a very big researcher, if you all can't tell. So whenever I do something, I learn every single fact there is to know about it and all of like the science behind it and everything. So I'm very like educated in like the body health, how the body reacts to exercise, things like that. So there's a lot of things that I know that are like kind of like uncommon knowledge, I would say. And one thing I have to keep in mind is that when you are kind of bringing yourself into a routine of working out where you haven't really been working out for some time, you haven't been active, you haven't been doing, whether it's cardio, strength training, anything, your body kind of will be really inflamed for like 2-ish weeks. You will kind of not only look a little bigger but feel bigger. You'll feel like puffy, like you'll feel like swollen pretty much. And within like 2 weeks of you working out, it kind of like drains out, and then you get, you know, like kind of like you feel better and you look better. But I am kind of like a little timid because I already know this going in. Like I know to expect myself to look puffier, to look more inflamed, to feel more inflamed, to feel blood. Like I'm expecting this, but I also know that with my image right now in my mind, knowing that it's gonna get worse before it gets better, just for a little bit. It's not nothing major. It's just fluid retention. Me knowing that it's about to get a little bit worse before it gets better is kind of like nerve-wracking. I know there's results, there's better things to come. And if I think about it properly, if I start now, come January, the new year, I will have to start fresh the new year, and I'll have a head start for summer. So that's the way I'm choosing to look at it. Plus by then, it'll be a year since my tattoo removal process. So not only will I look better, feel better, but my tattoos will be mostly, hopefully majorly like gone. So I'm trying to really stay focused here, stay aligned, and not give up again or get too lazy again, because feeling like you're in a rut or like you're in a slump, like not feeling like yourself, is probably the worst feeling ever, especially when you're so inclined. Like I'm very inclined with myself mentally, emotionally, in every way. I'm really connected to me, and I know myself really well. So when I feel out of touch with myself, yeah, it's the worst. It's like that's like the worst mindset. That's the worst sort of energy I can bring onto myself. Like it's horrible. Apart from that, today should be a pretty swift day. I got a lot of my work done already earlier this morning, which is again why I love waking up early. So my to-do list that I have left is still pretty short. All I have from here is, well, actually I can clear off a few things now. From here, we're going to the gym, and then coming home, of course, showering. I have a little video I'm putting together, so I need to film a few more clips for that once I'm done showering. Then I'm gonna have some breakfast. I, of course, will vlog, because I do very much miss you all. So we're gonna vlog as much as we can moving forward. And then today's the day that I'm filming my episode for Hot Girl Hygiene. I always film them on Tuesdays. So after breakfast, get ready, put a little something on my face, do my hair, film that video. After that, I'm gonna edit the same video I was just talking about. I probably will have time to really like just sit and relax, but I'm gonna wanna shower first because I'm gonna wanna get that makeup off of my skin as quick as possible. Whenever I do makeup, it's always for something specific, and once I'm done with that specific thing, the makeup is coming off. Like, I need to breathe again. I feel like I can't breathe with it sitting on my face for too long. And then from there, it's just making dinner, which I still haven't taken out meat for. I've reminded myself to do that so many times. We're gonna grab meat to take out for dinner before we leave to go to the gym. I do already have my bag together. You know what? I might also bring my book. I might bring my book with me to sit out and read a little bit. I don't even think I showed you all. In the case that I'm able to transfer those files here, you guys will see the video clips of me getting these books. If not, I'm sorry, I'm gonna show you the books that I got. Yeah, I haven't really had much time last week or this week to really sit out and read. I'm gonna take advantage of the opportunity today. This is Word D by Frida McFadden. If you've been here for some time, I've been reading her books pretty much all year. I started reading them on my iPad and then I started actually buying the physical books. Never Lie was the book I just finished. Really good. Ending was bittersweet because now I want a part 2, but at the same time, I don't think I need a part 2, but I can see where she can create a part 2, but she doesn't really have to if she doesn't want to. But I only grabbed this one because when I went to Barnes & Noble's, they had all her books lined up. And there was a package with this book and like 3 other books, and I had already read the 3 other ones, so I was like, well, I assume if they're putting this one together with the other 3 books that I read, it's probably linear to the same type of like vibe. So I just grabbed this one. Of course, I plan to read all her books. This is probably also the one I'm gonna bring with me to read while I'm out there. Then this book I've been wanting for a really long time. It's The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. I've already read 48 Laws of Power. I already read Majority of Mastery, which is another book that you might have all seen me read a few times. But this is the one that I've been wanting for the longest time. Every time that I would go to the store, they wouldn't have any in stock, but they did when I went. So I have this book to read as well. I think I should read this book because I like reading one in the daytime and one before bed to help me get out of the habit of being on my phone before going to sleep, because that disrupts my sleep pattern. It ruins my levels of what is serotonin, whatever that word is, and it also disrupts circadian rhythm, which I also just got like really infatuated with learning about that. So I'm not gonna want to read this at night. I think I'm gonna take this one with me and read this one now and then read the Frida McFadden book tonight. I know a few other things in my bag that I'm gonna show you all, of course, starting first with these glasses, which if you've been here for some time, it's so funny because if you saw the vlog where I first found these glasses, I was talking so horrible about them. Like, I made fun of them when I first found them. The whole time I was wearing them, I was like, I don't know what I had against these glasses, but I've been wearing them every day. Every time I step outside for like 3 weeks. So let's ignore that I did that. But honestly, I still don't really like the design of them, but what I do like about them is that they have like this red film on them. And if you don't know, or I don't think I mentioned it before, but I have like this weird deficiency in my eyes to where it's a lot to explain, but in short, they're not well protected on their own. So I'm very, very sensitive to light, especially sunlight. Like, the moment I step outside, I can't see for the first like 10 seconds. I just see white, and then eventually my eyes adjust. And you would think like, oh, that happens to me too. No, trust me, it's really bad. It's really bad. But I've dealt with that all my life, so I've adjusted. Like, I've been able to navigate through it, but having these has helped so much. I also don't feel any pain from that either. So whether I think they're ugly or not, they've been helping. And I do plan to buy more sunglasses, but when I do, I'm gonna make sure that every sunglass that I buy has this red film. I don't know what it's called or how to search for them, but I definitely need every pair that I buy from here forward to have this red film on them. Apart from that, of course, I have my little clutch with my keys, ID, all the important stuff. My book, you all just saw. My camera charger, because I am gonna bring my camera with me. I have some hand cream. I love the one by On2 with glycolic acid, but I don't need that one right to go to the gym. I'm just gonna bring my simple hand cream. Face hypochlorous acid and my body hypochlorous acid. My perfume, that has been my go-to for the gym, which is why it would be a lot lower than this if I was more consistent in the gym. So this is the one thing that I will favor in the DJI. The angle, or like the lens, is much wider, so you can see a lot more in the frame, but I'm still gonna stay committed to this camera, so it is what it is. But this is what I'm wearing to the gym today. Pants, of course, these are like flare pants. If you know me, you know I love flare pants. I really want to show like a better, just a regular gym jacket, white sports bra, which matches my nails, crazy enough, and then my little flare pants. And then my gym shoes, I wear the same white Nikes literally every time. I don't like sneakers, so I only own one pair of sneakers, and it is those gym shoes. And then my bag. How cute. That's cute, okay. And I'm practically done with my tea. So last sip, all done. Now let's go to the kitchen. I need to fill my water bottle and take out meat. Before I forget, I need to fill my water bottle and take out the meat. I'll see you all in the kitchen. Oh, I think I filled this last night and I didn't drink it. I'm gonna add some ice to it though. I also didn't vlog yesterday morning because I was really busy. Like I was doing things like my oil treatment and everything, but I was also making like important phone calls while I was doing that, so I didn't really vlog. But I did make my juices. Hydration juice, this one is pineapple, dragon fruit, and celery, and this one is my carrot juice, carrot, lemon, ginger, and orange. So although I couldn't vlog it to share with you all, I did want to show that I do have juices. I had the hydration juice yesterday. I'm gonna drink this one today. For meat tonight, we're doing ground beef. Okay, so I'm now all showered and I am starving, but before making breakfast, I want to do my skincare so I can have some time to sit before I do my makeup. I bought this azelaic acid, but I think this is better to use like first thing in the morning. I need to remember tomorrow to put this on because I forgot to do it this morning, but I would have done it now, but I don't think it's suited for right now, especially to put makeup over it. So I'll just make sure to do it in the mornings in my first skincare routine. First I'm going in with is VT's a PDRN ampule. Then of course my favorite, this is going to be a staple in my routine for a very long time. This is Torrident's Dive-In Serum. I also have these like 2 little acne bumps that are almost fully clear. I was just putting witch hazel on them when they first came about. Well, before it surfaced, and then while it was about, I was putting witch hazel on them. Now I think it's fine to just let them rest and they'll probably go away in a few days. Fingers crossed.
Booster mode, level 1.
Okay, and now Tone Brightening Ampule by Skin 1004. I only do 1 layer of this. I don't do as many as I do with everything else. And then lastly for SPF, Anua Zero Cast. Okay, and skincare is now done. Of course, I need to like do my eyebrows, everything else, but right now I'm starving, so I'm gonna eat first. I think today we're gonna do eggs, some bacon, and either avocado now or a yogurt bowl now. I really might do the yogurt bowl a little bit later in the afternoon because it is pretty early. I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna do the eggs, bacon, and avocado. So I'm gonna wash my hands, pick up this counter a little bit, and I'll see you all in the kitchen. Just checking in really quickly, it is currently 4:37. I just finished filming my hot girl hygiene episode and I do want to shower now, but I kind of want to get this video done first since I already filmed everything that I need for it today. So I'm gonna sit for a second, film that whole, edit that video, schedule it, get it ready to go with all the links and everything. Make sure I have no emails left to respond to, and then from there I'll come and shower. I also do still need to drink my carrot juice, but I'll probably, will most likely drink that while I'm doing like my skincare, my hair care after showering. So I will see you all once I'm out of the shower and doing my routines. It is Wednesday morning. It's 8:10. It's 8:10, and if my voice doesn't make it obvious, I feel a little sick, which is horrible for a number of reasons. Number one, I have an appointment tomorrow for the tattoo removal, and that itself already makes me sick, so I can't go there sick. Now, I'm not sick per se. I've just been up since 5, sneezing non-stop with a runny nose. It stopped. My runny nose is like gone. It's not running anymore. I think I blew everything out and I haven't sneezed in like 30 minutes. My whole body is in pain. Now, the pain that my body's in, I don't think it's like sick pain. It feels sore in like all the areas that I worked out yesterday. And I searched up a lot of my symptoms. I think it's a mix of me going to the gym yesterday. That's what's taking a toll on my body. My cycle is supposed to come in a few days. Sometimes the week before I get period flu. It's not very common, but I think that's what I have right now. I think I have period flu. So I also did a vlog yesterday in the evening. So much happened. I broke the cap to this bottle. And I tore all of my nails off. Now the white was also, I think I mentioned this, it was an experiment where I used a different top coat. That top coat literally made the gel into like peel off plastic. So now for the future, I know that gel is not ideal. I'll probably redo them at some point this week, or if not on Monday. Now thankfully it's happening to me on a Wednesday. All I do on Wednesday is edit like my YouTube video that's gonna go up tomorrow, like finalize it and everything. So thankfully I don't have too much to do today. I'm not gonna go to the gym because I'm not gonna make myself worse than I already am. If I didn't have that appointment tomorrow, I would try to push past it, but I can't risk that. So all I have on my list today is I need to, what is it called? The kettle's in the stove right now, boiling water for my lemon water and my tea. I need to drink both of those, and I need to clean up a little bit. I need to do so much laundry. But other than that, all we're doing today is literally spending the whole day editing that video. I really want to give my body some time to wake up, and later when I finalize that video, I want to stretch. I also yesterday did do skincare last night. I have realized that this sometimes, like, it's not linear, it only happens sometimes, but it gives me a really bad rash on my jaw, and it has to be this. Maybe in time my skin will be built back up to where I can use it, but as for now I won't be using it. My face looks so puffy and inflamed, and I don't want to do wash jaw because if in the case that I do have some sort of like sickness, I don't want to get it on my stuff. So no wash jaw, no jade roll. I'm gonna clean up and everything first, make my lemon water, and I think for today I'm gonna just wear a face mask so my skin doesn't dry out. Okay, so I've finished setting the laundry. I'm sure you can hear the washing machine. Washed the dishes, made my lemon water. It's still cooling down. I did comb my eyebrows out a little bit, lifted my lashes up. For all of my girls watching, remember to never look how you feel. When I was, of course, when I first woke up and turned the camera on, I was still kind of coming together, but now I have to do a little something. I'm not gonna do makeup, but the least that I can do is comb my eyebrows, curl my lashes a little bit. Now for today's mask, I'm actually gonna use this one by Peacom. I think I mentioned this a few vlogs ago. I have so many different masks, so many different mask types, brands, and I'm like getting around to using them all little by little. So Peacom, the package I'd gotten from them was actually for a collab, but they sent other things that weren't part of the collab, and one of those were these overnight masks. Now my favorite type of mask is like the jelly liquidy mask that you can leave on for some time, and I like 2-part mask because I've also showed on here so many times I'm not very good at putting masks on. I'm getting better, but this is actually an overnight mask, but in reading the back, it's saying the recommended time is 3.5 hours, and it does become transparent. And I do think I will have this on for about 3 to 5 hours. It's a PDRN caffeine mask, which honestly seems pretty much exactly like what I'm looking for. Now I haven't used their mask at all. This is a new box, so I am excited. I do like the little packaging. I think it's cute. Whew, oh. Snatched right on. This one's a little different than the Biodens because the eye holes are already cut out. Oh, never mind, they're right here. Okay, perfect. I was hoping they would be in the thing because I like to use them to hold the nose part up so that I don't look like Batman. The nose part is being a little stubborn. I'm gonna have to cut the nose. It doesn't look horrible. I definitely need to cut the mouth part because it's like sliding. I would say I am a fan of pink. I love all things pink, but I do really like this blue color. I really like this little blue mask. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. These are just gonna have to be left out this time because the mask is like too slippery. It doesn't like, they don't stick well to each other. Again, I'm not really the best at these, but it's covering every area of my skin that it has to, so. I still think this is a little too warm. Well, hot. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna finish this, start loading up my clips and everything, and then I need to make my tea, eat my fruit, and then spend the rest of the day editing. I really think I might cut these off because they're gonna bother me all day. This is what I mean when I say I'm the worst on putting on face masks.
What?
This looks crazy. Okay, wait, from far does it look like really bad? It's okay. This will just be my signature way. No, it's not my signature way. While I give this time to start up, the wash did just stop, so I'm gonna swap all the clothes in the washer into the dryer and then set a new load to wash. Hello, it's a little dark. I actually kind of really like this lighting though. It is currently 12:59, really 1 o'clock. I think I've had this on for 3 hours, maybe 4-ish, and it's lifting from how dry it is. So I'm gonna take this off now. I just finished the rough cut of the video, which pretty good timing. Now I kind of just go back in and polish it, add little details and things here and there, and then from there it'll be done. I did move one load to the dryer and set it for the second rotation, so that clothes definitely dry by now. So I have to take the clothes out of the dryer and put the clothes from the washer in the dryer next, and then wash the last load. I also am getting really hungry, and I was gonna make what I had for breakfast yesterday, but for some reason the thought of eating that is so nauseating right now, and I don't know why. And I really have nothing else to make as like a daytime type of thing, because I eat the same thing every morning, so I don't buy nothing special for breakfast or lunch. I know for dinner I'm making pasta. I'm gonna make some spaghetti, and last week I tried this thing that I saw on TikTok where I made the meat, added the sauce, did all of that, and then I boiled the noodles, like the raw noodles, in that sauce, and it came out so much better than normal spaghetti. So I'm craving that today. I'm really wanting that for dinner. So with that being said, I already know what I'm having for dinner. Easy, simple, and beef. So whatever I eat now has to be chicken or like another sort of like deli meat or something. I'm not really sure what I want, but I know I need to eat something now, because if I wait any later, it's gonna fill me up to where I'm not gonna be hungry for dinner. So the rest of the things will come after this video. I also am feeling much better. I don't feel as like drowsy and like in pain anymore, so that's really good. I'm gonna start by taking this off because it's starting to get like itchy. You know when like a mask is really dry, it feels itchy. When I open Uber Eats, the first thing I look at is like the offers and deals, because sometimes there's really good stuff in here and the prices are already heightened because you're ordering it on here. Then there's like delivery fees, and I mean like the food prices. Like I've worked in restaurants and I've literally seen like our prices in store and then our prices online. So I always look at this first to make sure that I'm getting like the best possible. Oh, they have a new tab, $12 meal deals. Discover dishes for $12 or less. Perfect portion size for one. 0 delivery and service fee. That's where I need to go. Oh, but okay, see, look, it may not focus, but it like shows you a meal specifically, which makes sense. I don't know what else I was expecting. Okay. I can do Chick-fil-A, but no, I don't want fried chicken. And I don't eat fried chicken the week before or during my cycle, because that's what gives you really bad cramps. I'm just gonna do Jersey Mike's. It's never wronged me before. And it always comes like at a pretty good time. I always get the club sub, and I get it in regular size white bread. I've had the rosemary parmesan bread, but white bread is just fine. No bacon. Olive oil, red wine vinegar, jalapeno peppers, banana peppers, dill pickles, mayo, mustard, oregano, no salt, honey mustard, lettuce, no tomatoes, onions, I love onions, no pepper relish, no cheese. And I like the side of chipotle sauce. I think it's chipotle mayo, but they don't have it available on the app ever. And it's fine, less calories. That brings me to $17. I just leave whatever the default tip is. I think it's $4. Food is ordered. Now to change the laundry. Okay, so I got my food. I also got through quite a bit of the video. It's a little messy, which is what makes a good sandwich. Okay, so that's what my sandwich looks like. Sí, en Hialeah. Y después, no. Entonces él vive por ahí ahora, ¿verdad? Hello, I am back and out of the shower. I usually spray this right when I get out, but I completely forgot. So this is the Cocoa Kind magnesium spray. Today was my day to do glycolic acid, and when I do that, I give it some time to sit and marinate on my skin before I do my body care. So on these days, I will do my hair care and skincare while I let that settle into the skin. My face is again so puffy, and what I was talking about earlier this week, where when you first get like back into the gym, you're like really puffy and inflamed for like 2 weeks. Yeah, I see that. Not really a fan, but I'm being patient and trying to remember that this is supposed to happen. I'm going in with my hairline serum first. I also realized, so I decided when I was like planning out my like gym split that I'm gonna do 4 days a week, and originally I was leaving the rest day for Monday, but I just finished editing my video at like 4 o'clock, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, if I had to go to the gym today, I would definitely have finished this way later than this. So I think what I'm gonna do instead is go to the gym Monday, Tuesday, and leave Wednesday for my rest day, and then go back to the gym Thursday and Friday. Also, about those stretches, I tried, like I started and I was like filming, and the pain was just a little unbearable. It was a little unbearable to where I was like, I'm not gonna put myself through this. Like, there's no need for this. This is the Hasul Rice Protein Mist, which I'm sadly almost out of. I have one more hair product left, but once I'm out of that, this is what I'm gonna restock with, because it's treated my hair good. for the weeks that I've been using it. My face is so puffy, and my whole body, it's really like my whole body. Everything is just puffy and inflamed and so huge. Then of course, what has been my absolute favorite lately, the Kerastase 8-hour overnight serum. I'd say it every time I put this on. I'm gonna keep saying it. If they made this into a hair perfume, I would buy it instantly. That face mask also revitalized my skin really well, so I'm glad I did that. And I'm gonna go back to my normal skincare routine today and just not use that tone brightening ampule anymore. I'm gonna work really hard to not be so puffy and lose like 40 pounds. My tattoo removal appointment also got pushed up like 30 minutes tomorrow, so I'm going at 5. I'm gonna use this as an excuse to use a little bit more of this serum. Just get these little flyaways down. Whoa, guess who looks bald? I honestly don't mind it though. I also don't think I ever shared with you all when I got these robes. You all know I get a new robe every week. This is actually from Target, and look at the texture. Like, obviously I got white because I love everything white, but I also got like this brown mauve one. You've probably seen me in it before. If not, you'll see it before the end of the week because I've been wearing that one a lot. So skincare is gonna start with air shot mode.
Microcurrent mode. Derma shot mode. Air shot.
I did a little extra lap because I haven't done my Booster Pro all week. I think I did it on Tuesday or Monday or something, but I haven't done air shot mode all week, should I say. Now, of course, the first thing that I always put on in my evening skincare is my calming pads, and I let those sit for a little bit. I usually would put them on before doing my hair care, let them sit while I'm doing my hair care, but I sprayed my magnesium spray late. So these are by Skin 1004. I always let the little tub declare my face. So if I pick up 2, I only get 1 on each cheek. If I pick up 3, I get an extra 1 for my forehead. And today, we only picked up 2. I want to know if other brands make calming pads. I really like these. I love those, but I want to try different ones. Now while these sit, I do need to drink my carrot juice today. I haven't drank my carrot juice yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour that and then come right back. Okay, so we're now back. I felt like using my wine glass today. I usually use my short glasses for this, but you can't let these sit for too long because they are like very soaked in product, and if they dry, the wiping part will kind of be a waste. Like if I were to do this and they were dry, it would feel like sandpaper, and then only that one spot would have been treated. Let this kind of settle while I get the rest of my products that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to go in with, of course, Torrid Dive In Serum, obviously. I don't need a facial mist, I don't need SPF. I think I can keep it really simple this evening. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what it is. I don't think I am though. So it needs to be a little moist for my Torrid Dive Serum to really absorb properly. I really feel like I'm missing something in this lineup, but nothing is standing out to me. I think I'm overthinking it. Going in with Torrid Dive In Serum, layer number 2. And layer number 3. I would definitely like to have more products in my routine and more like fun products, but the simpler I make my routines, the better my skin looks, which should be obvious, but I kind of do want to bring an essence back into my routine though, and I think I actually have another stock of my favorite essence, the VT PDRN essence. I have to go look for it because I do think I have another bottle, and if I do, I'll add that back into my routine because that's never done anything but better my skin. Booster mode. This is such an necessary product. Like, you can be without it, but if you have it, it's gonna be great for you. Now, my favorite nighttime moisturizer, Anua PDRN Hyaluronic Acid. I also have Dr. Althea, which I need to incorporate more. I really just need to go into that huge pile I have and really take things out and use things that I have that are just sitting there. I have to be really careful with this because I don't let the dropper touch my skin, but it's a really thick cream, so it'll like fall off my face if I'm not too careful. So super hydrated. Now, the last thing in our lineup, which has actually been a very recent addition, this is the Magis Len Cell Re-Advanced Eye Cream. Gorgeous packaging. I love this little bottle, even though the contents inside are actually much smaller. But this is a very, very thick cream. Like, I have to really put a lot of pressure into the little tub to even get some to come out. And I only need the slightest amount because now it's time for some body care. I think I'll show you all my lineup. And I'm not gonna do my body care with you all only because the days that I'm not filming, I really take advantage of, because those days I can do my full routine completely naked without a towel on, so I can really get like every single inch. So sorry. I won't do the routine with you, but I will show you the products I'm using, especially because this is my lineup for after treatment, chemical exfoliant, glycolic acid. This also holds all of the products that I use on a daily basis. Well, the top shelf is towels, but the rest of it is all the products, not on a daily basis, but everything in here will be used at least once or multiple times within a week. Of course, I'll start off with water, but my little water bottle's over there. This is the body serum that I like to use first underneath my primary moisturizer. I have a few different ones, but this one is just the perfect consistency to really rebuild my skin after glycolic acid. Then for body butter, it is a brand I'm not supporting. When all of that happened, I still had a pretty like good amount left in here, so I figured I would just finish it so that I don't have to have it anymore. I'm almost done with it, but also this is the only unfragranced body butter that I have, so I can't really use anything else. I can use other ones after glycolic acid, but it's just not safe. Then after my body butter, I put on my body balm. If you've been with me for a while, I've used the Tahitian vanilla one from Palmer's for so long, but that one's fragranced. So I grabbed the unfragranced one, and I've been using this one when I have my treatment days. I've gotten through quite a bit, honestly. With how small of a portion you have to use, like I've really gotten through quite a bit. And that's all that I'm gonna use today for my lineup. Of course, when I do my deodorant and fragrance, that's after I'm done with this. After I do my foot care and everything. So I'm gonna do my body care routine, my foot care routine, and then I'll come back once I'm like out of this into some loungewear, and then moving on to my deodorant and fragrance, which I may or may not do. We'll see how I feel. I also think I'm gonna use my serum stick today. No, because I know I'm gonna need this tomorrow. I'll see you all in a few. Hey girls, it is now Thursday and I am wearing a shirt. It's just a tube top because I feel like it'll be easy for wherever I hit. I don't think I'm gonna hit, well, just to catch you all up before I get ahead of myself. It's 3 o'clock. I just finished getting myself together to go to my tattoo removal appointment. I'm just gonna do some finishing touches now with you all. But I'm wearing this top because I don't think we'll be hitting this again. It's only been 4 weeks, so I don't expect them to. If they offer it, I'll take it, but I think the tube top will be really easy to work with my whole arm if we can start my arm today, or my stomach if we start my stomach today. Of course, to walk outside, I'm gonna wear a jacket over because I don't want any of these areas to touch sun at all. I did take a shower I didn't use anything excessive. I just cleansed my skin with Dr. Bronner's to make sure my skin is clean before they put anything on me or shoot the laser through my skin. And I did use my hydrating soap because I don't want to put any heavy lotion on. I honestly don't think I want to put lotion on at all. They tell me I can, but in my mind it just doesn't make sense to have a product and then kind of push something through there. It's not really sensible in my mind, so I'm not gonna wear any lotion. My skin is completely like dry. There's nothing on my skin. I did put some deodorant on, of course, but I don't think I'm gonna apply anything else. I need to get all my things together to put together a little bag. So for my bag today, I'm gonna be using this Coach bag. I actually bought this 2 or 3 weeks ago when I went on a little shopping day with my mom, and I actually love this bag. I plan to go back soon and get 3 other ones in like different colors because I really want to use this for like the gym, and then I want to just have different color options. But I think I'm not gonna bring my iPad. I don't really see a need for it. I don't think I need my iPad. But my appointment is set for 5 p.m. I'm leaving now. Well, I'll leave probably around like 3:20, 3:30 because I got really hungry before I showered, and I was like, I could make something or I can take myself on like a little lunch date. So I looked at the map at like the buildings that are nearby, and there's a salata right next door. I've never had salata, but I searched up like the menu, the photos of the food, and it all looks really good. So we're gonna go to salata first to get some lunch and then go next, well, 2 or 3 doors down to Removery. With that being said, I do think even with that, I know I'm not gonna eat all my food. I need to eat something, but I'm not gonna eat all my food. So in the case that I get there really early, but like they're not ready for me yet, I can just sit there and I'm gonna read because I don't have any other time today to read, and I don't wanna just be on my phone all day. I wanna save some time to read something, so I'm gonna bring my book. For fragrance, I actually need to put some on now before. I'm not gonna do Aquaphor. I have to be really careful with products, so I'm just gonna mist these over myself. I'm gonna go in with Athena. I do always layer my mist, so this has been my absolute favorite, like not a top note, but just a really, it's not a strong fragrance, so it's a body splash from Bath and Body Works, but it's amazing. The Touch of Gold, I cannot get enough of this. I wear it every single day, and from what I understood when I bought it, this is supposed to be a dupe for something else, so I need to find out what the original perfume is so I can buy that because I want it as a perfume. I know I've shared this on my Instagram and TikTok, but I've been using this hair perfume by Gisou, the Honeydew. My goodness, anytime I go anywhere, this is getting sprayed on my hair over and over again. I'm bringing 2 hypochlorous acid sprays, my body one and my face. Well, I was gonna bring a hypochlorous acid face spray. This is a hydrating one because I am wearing a little bit of makeup, so it's more ideal to have like a hydrating mist than a hypochlorous acid mist. Hand cream, of course, because my hands get very dry. These are like the basic things I always pack in my bags. If you ever like watch me do this multiple times, I put the same things in my bag over and over again. This is my lip combo for the day. The only lip combo that I have, own, and do. e.l.f. Cream Glide in Mauve Side, or I think it's Honey Talks. I believe that's the name of the other one. Then this is their Glow Reviver Clear, but I only use this one for my lip combo, so it gets a little bit of a tint over time. And then of course my little clutch with my ID, keys, all the important stuff. My glasses, in case I decide I want to wear my shades. I have these with me. And then I need to bring my iPhone charger and my camera charger because this camera battery, one reason why I was considering switching to the DJI, which is why I bought it, was because the battery life was going to be way better than this, which in using it, the battery life in that camera is way better than this, but my decision has been made. I'm sticking to this camera for YouTube, so I'm going to have to stick to it having a not horrible, but not so great battery life. I know this little jacket's going to keep me really hot, but I'd rather that than any damage to my skin. That's like my prized possession. It's a cropped sweater either way. It looks kind of funny all together with the rest of the clothes, but it's okay, I'll be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I have the rest of my stuff together, fill up my water bottle, and then head out the door. I'll talk to you all again once I'm at Salata. Or maybe I'll just show you my food. I'm not sure how I'll do it, but the next time we speak will be at Salata. It is now 6:07. It is Friday. I just took my everything shower, shaved, did all the things, and put some aquaphor onto my tattoo. Crazy enough, it's already lifting one of the pieces like a lot, and all the shading looks to be clear already, which is crazy for overnight, but I'm not gonna ask any questions. I am finishing the bottle of carrot juice today, which is why there's so much in here, but I didn't get to drink any juice yesterday, so I don't mind having this portion today. But once this is done, this will be transformed into wine. Now, I already did my body care, I did my hair care and everything already, and I was gonna do my skincare, like my usual skincare routine, but I did get a package yesterday from Numbuzin, which is this Korean skincare line that I love. I think I've been sharing their stuff on my platforms for a while now. They came out with a new line and sent me all of it. And what's interesting is that all this week I've been saying I need to take my azelaic acid. I keep forgetting to take the azelaic acid. I bought it and it's just been sitting there. This entire line is based in azelaic acid. I'm not sure that's what they're going for, but all of the products contain azelaic acid, so I'd assume that's what they're going for. Bring you guys back a little bit, but I thought for today we could, instead of my normal skincare, we can experiment with this line. So first I want to go through all of it, see the products I do want to use, and then put them in order of use. I think like 2 things in here are like duplicates, so I don't think it's as many products as it looks like. The first is this azelaic acid, BHA plus PHA and hypochlorous acid zero blemish balancing dual pads. So these are definitely like chemical exfoliant base. So this contains azelaic acid, BHA, PHA, hypochlorous acid, and then centella, which my skin loves centella, so that's good to hear. Are these like toner pads? If I do like these, which I'm sure I will, this definitely won't be a daily use because of how many exfoliants are in this and actives. Dual texture pad, one soft side, one embossed side. The soft side is the one to soothe and hydrate with centella, and the embossed side is to gently exfoliate with azelaic acid. Oh, I guess that's the BHA they're referring to. Oh yeah, they're just like pads. Okay, we'll definitely use this first. This is the oil-free micellar cleansing jelly. I did already wash my face in the shower, and I'm pretty set on the cleansers I'm using right now. But this will be nice for future use. It's like it really is a jelly. And they did send 2 of these, so I'm gonna put those aside. Then this is the cleansing foam, which they also sent 2 of. So I'm not using either of these today, but I do wanna see what the packaging looks like. Oh, okay, it's like a regular like bottle or tube. I think you call these a tube. Then they sent 2 things from the last line. They always stock me up on this eye cream. I have so many bottles of this eye cream, and I don't put it to use as much as I should. It was helping me for a long time with the lines on my neck. I definitely think I'm gonna use it today for that, to add some moisture to my neck. Then this is 3 times spot correcting serum with azelaic acid, niacinamide, and sulfur. That's gonna be strong, and it's like 10% of niacinamide, 5% azelaic, and 1% sulfur. This will definitely be something that I use maybe 2 or 3 times a week, or maybe not use solely, but like incorporate into my lineup. Oh, this is a cute little bottle. That pre-cool cleanser has been clearing up so much because I use the glycolic acid one. So what I'm set on from that is the pads, the correcting cream, and this NAD cream, but that does leave me without a hydrating serum. So of course we're still gonna use Toradin, and there's a few other things I've been wanting to try that have been sent to me lately. I think I'm gonna go over there and see if I can find anything that I've been like wanting to try. Okay, so of course before any moisturizer I like to mist my face, and Avene sent me their thermal spring water. I want to try this because all the hydrators that I use have like PDRN or something in them. This just seems like a regular mist, but I want to see how different it feels because I've never used a mist like this before. And I need a moisturizer. I'm gonna use the same hyaluronic acid moisturizer from Anua. I love this. Okay, this lineup is getting a little too much. We have a mist, a serum, well, pads, then mist, then serum, and then the dark spot, the Anua moisturizer, and then this I'm only gonna use on my neck. I am gonna use my eye cream as well today. This is a lot because this is like at the bottom of the bottle. There's a little bit of like the pulp that forms. Not a fan of it, but it's going down fine. Fingers crossed that if I do purge, it's not that bad. I definitely wasn't expecting these to be green. They're completely unfragrant. Let's see if the directions tell me to do anything special. Sometimes they'll do that. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, the side that has texture has the azelaic acid. The soft side has the centella. It says you can use it as a quick mask, which I like using my pads to like sit on my face for a second for 3 minutes on areas needing targeted care, and then close tightly to prevent the bottle from drying out. Okay, cool. So I'm really surprised this didn't come with any little, oh, okay. I thought it didn't come with any like little tongs. I don't know if that's the right way to refer to these as. I'm excited for this, and I have nothing on my face now. I of course sprayed my Cocokind magnesium mist, but I do that every day, so no biggie there. Oh yeah, one side is green and the other side is white. I'm assuming this is the centella side, this is the azelaic side. Yes, because that side is bumpy. Well, hold on. Oh no, the white side is azelaic acid. I'm gonna try to actually cover as many little dark spots as I can. They're not even. That's because I have a spot up here I'm trying to cover. That matters more to me than them being even. Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes.
3-minute timer started.
Now we have 3 minutes to sit and hope that these serve me well. Also, I think I've shared this on here before. I hate drinking out of cups. I hate anything that requires me to like put my mouth on a spout or something and drink. I only drink out of straws, but the straws that I had one that was a perfect size for this cup, but it was glass and I dropped it and it shattered. So the straws that I have now are way too tall, so I have to drink this like, the only exception I'll make drinking like that is a martini or wine. That's it. Okay. Alexa, stop. I think I'm still gonna try to like wipe a little bit with the side and then flip it onto the other. I just don't know if you're supposed to do that simultaneously or wait, but I'm gonna do so simultaneously. My one thing I would say about them is that this is very gentle. It feels like there's practically nothing placed onto my skin. A lot of times with actives, you'll feel some sort of sensation, whether it's like a little warm, a little bit of stinging, like you'll feel something. This so far feels really, really gentle. I kind of like this idea of a dual pad that does one thing on one side, nothing on the other side. I don't like that I have to touch the opposite side before using it, but if your hands are clean, it should work fine. Okay. That already looks fabulous. Like I said, the cleanser I've been using has cleared a lot of this side, a lot of this side too. All I have left is that area right there and then this little new area. But a lot of little marks of discoloration that I had has been progressing significantly. Let's dry it onto my skin. Now we're gonna open this Avene mist. They sent their cleanser as well, but I won't be using that this evening. Okay, there's practically nothing in here, it feels like, but I think that's because it's an aerosol bottle. I think it needs that air pressure to release, but when you shake it, it feels like there's nothing in here. Thermal spring water sensitive skin. It soothes, rebalances, and calms. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is the days that I use, my skin can be really reactive and sensitive sometimes, so what I'm thinking is the days that I use these products, because those pads are gonna stay in my routine for a little bit, I really like them. The days that I use those, when it comes to following it with the rest of the products, instead of following that with like my PDRN mist or something like that, I'm gonna try to push calming products as much as possible. This is formulated to rebalance and calm the skin, and to soothe the skin. So I think that what I'm gonna do is days I'm using the actives, this will be the mist that I use for my hydrating serum. The days I'm not using actives, I'll use my regular like PRN one or the Prequel one, the Anua one. That's definitely what I'm gonna do. Of course, I always read the back for the ingredient list to see if there's any special instructions, because sometimes there is. I feel like it's gonna come out like hairspray. I'm not excited about that. Okay, no, it's like a little mist. Oh, no, it's not a little mist. Oh. My favorite Torrid Dive-In serum. This also will not be leaving my routine for a long time. Okay, so I just did my booster mode, and I always like to do that in between a hydrating serum and a treatment serum, a brightening serum, something that's gonna really make a change in my skin, because the booster mode helps my skin better absorb the hydration and then opens up my skin to better receive whatever I'm gonna follow it with. So of course, what better to follow it with than treatment serum. This is the 3 times spot correcting serum with, again, azelaic acid, niacinamide, and I forgot what the second one is. I really am going to only put the smallest amount of this onto only areas that really need it. Oh, this absorbed into the skin really quickly. And then, like I mentioned, this, which is an eye cream, I'm gonna use it for my neck because it has served me very well for my neck in the past. And I made a lot of progress with the lines I used to have on my neck, so why would I give up now when I can really start using things? And now all that's left is my eye cream. Now, I did say I wanted to use this brow serum much more consistently. Now I'm gonna change out of this clothes, apply my deodorant and a little bit of body mist, and then we're gonna head into the kitchen because even though it's Friday, I do wanna cook today. Since I'm trying to eat healthier and, like I've been saying all week, lose more weight, I'm really minimizing how much I'm eating out, and Friday used to be the day that I wouldn't eat at home, but I need to break out of that cycle.